So I'm back with another story time video. I got something that let's just say if you one of them dog parents or them pet parents or whatever, this one might hit a little hard. But nonetheless, we got a story to go through, and I am the story man himself. So here we go. Suspects confess to dumping dogs in Cottage Grove. Now let's get straight into it. Well, maybe I should start with this first, because I was on Facebook, scrolling through the feed. I just came across this article. This is just what the heading says. It says 8 dead dogs found on Gray Cloud Island. I don't know where Gray Cloud Island is specifically. I know it's in Cottage Grove, and that's as much intel as I have. But based off of the Facebook's reactions, there was a top sad face and a top angry face. So that tells you all you need to know about this article. Okay, so right now we on Care 11. Let's get straight into it. Now, if you don't know, I don't read the article word for word. Okay, I'll summarize it. Just give me a minute while I read this. Alright, so getting into it, this is what I got. Alright, so Cottage Grove police say they found 8 dead dogs. Well, it says deceased, don't say deceased for the heartstrings. 8 deceased dogs near the Mississippi River. But they don't know how they died and who was responsible. Okay, it says they're working with the Animal Humane Society. They had a search warrant. Okay, it says the Animal Humane Society and the police served a search warrant for a resident in Cottage Grove on Tuesday. This article was written on October 19, 2023, so about a month ago. Now it says they're still waiting for the not the search results, NECWEL results, the autopsy essentially for the dogs, see how they perished. Now here's what's interesting: they don't believe that the guy who dumped them was responsible for their deaths. That's pretty interesting. It says they're working with the Animal Humane Society and Cottage Grove PD. They're working together to solve this case. Now that's all this article really has. So let's go to another article, see if we can find something, follow up. See if we can find a follow up. Okay, this one was written on October 23rd. Maybe this could be a follow up. Twin Cities Pioneer Press, see what they got to say. Okay, now what I did to get involved for this page was I saw a ritual. I'm not sure that's the ritual that I'm thinking of. Let's go to KSTP, 5 Eyewitness News. See if they make me pay. They are talking about the same thing. Okay, that's pretty interesting. According to AHS, Animal Humane Society, or whatever. Yeah, Society. 8 dogs came into the facility last Friday. This was written on October 23rd, I believe. In October somewhere. 24th, okay. But 8 dogs, Animal Humane Facility came in from a foster that was affiliated with a rescue group in Andover. That facility was investigated by Anoka County Sheriff's Office and ended up having 22 dogs being removed from its care last week. Last week in October. That means the facility is now caring for a total of 30 dogs brought in from ongoing investigation. So I think they found, so 22 more dogs, I guess, were found and brought to AHS from this one investigation. Well, let's keep reading. Alright, so Liz Hagen, I think that's how you say her last name, the Shelter Behavior and Investigation Manager at AHS, says some of the dogs are being treated for fear and anxiety, in addition to being hungry and thirsty. They have a goal of getting all the seized dogs adopted, but while some of the animals are social and happy at the shelter, others will require medical care. She adds there will be need to be grooming, bathing, haircuts. Not sure what this has to do with anything. Okay, here's something interesting. A previous reported 5 Eyewitness News, a warrant was executed at the building near 15800 block of 7th Avenue Northwest. The warrant was related to the 8 dogs found in Cottage Grove. Authorities have stated the building they search is believed to be where the dogs found on Grey Cloud Island died. One person has admitted to dumping the dogs. However, that person isn't believed to be the same person who killed the dogs, police say. The cause of their death is still being investigated while preliminary examinations have been done. Officials are still waiting on forensic information. Okay, so that's something the other article didn't have, was an address. Let's read this post on Instagram. So if you know where 15800 block of 7th Avenue Northwest is in Cottage Grove, then I advise you stay away from there, because I don't know what they're doing up over there. And this Instagram post is for nothing. Wait, hold on. Yeah, that's just saying what we already knew, so that Instagram post is not very helpful. Neither is this article. I wanted to know how the dogs died. I want to know who got them, who made them deceased. But I guess that's all for this story. Let's move on to the next one, because I have more. Okay, now this one's kind of weird. I personally don't eat crayfish or anything, but here's the headline: invasive crayfish. That's what I said earlier. Crayfish. Invasive crayfish species found for the first time in Minnesota lake. Now my first question is, which lake? Crayfish. Invasive species. And then lake. Okay, this is Minnesota Department of Natural Resources. Okay, in Lake Winona, adjacent to Alexandria and Douglas County. Okay, so far it's just talking about what they eat, and it says, okay, it says some were found, no eggs, they weren't reproducing anything, they were just found there in Lake Winona. Okay, I think this is just like a, what's that called? Just like putting the news out there. There's not really a story behind it. Yeah, so they're not talking about nothing. Minnesota Department National Resources, I mean. Yeah, Department of National Resources. They're not talking about nothing. NPRnews.org. Let's see what they got to say. November 3rd, Moorhead. Whoa, that's way up north. Okay, so it says there were 10 of them that were found. But, I guess that's significant. Yeah, okay, so these guys are saying they didn't find any evidence of reproduction, so it's just those 10. And they're gonna, oh no, they stopped monitoring. And surveillance will resume in the spring. These things come from the west of the Rocky Mountains, whoa. Oh, okay, here's something interesting. It says it can be imported to Minnesota with a permit for use in aquariums. but is illegal to release into the wild. Officials do not know how the invasive crayfish got into Lake Winona. Okay, I'll just read this part right here. Single crawfish are bluish brown to reddish brown in color and up to 7 inches long from claw to tail. The name comes from a white or pale blue-green patch on their claws that look like a signal flag. So if you're a fisherman, if you go out there and fish or whatever, watch out for these crayfish. Alright, if you see them, report them, because they ain't supposed to be there. Okay? If you see bluish brown or reddish brown in color up to 7 inches from claw to tail with a white or pale blue-green patch on the claws, make sure to report them to the Minnesota Department of National Resources. Okay? I don't have a number for you. You're going to have to go look that up. So if you see them, report them. They ain't supposed to be there. They're from the Rocky Mountains. Let's see what else we can find. Maybe that's all there is to this one. Yeah, I just think that's interesting, because they're invasive. They're not supposed to be in Minnesota, especially in a lake. We drink lake water. These are nasty creatures. These are water bugs. I'm not messing with them. I don't even mess with land bugs. Alright, let's do one more. Maybe I have another animal-related one. Okay, let's see. Oh, here we go right here. Raccoons are behaving oddly in Burnsville. People should stay away, officials say. Ooh, okay, that's real interesting. Let's get on that one. Let's get an article. Alright, Fox 9, October 11th. Oh, let's go to NPR instead. NPR, October 11th. Written by Andrew Kruger. I forgot to say there are other people's names who written these. But this one's written by Andrew Kruger. Let's get that out the way. Written by Andrew Kruger. Let's see what he has to say. Okay, so they're saying they've seen an unusual number of reports of raccoons that are sick or acting strangely in recent months. Keep in mind this was written last month, October 11th. Says they got 39 reports since July compared to 17 in 2022. So they've been observed to be staggering, experiencing, seizures. Ooh, unafraid of their surroundings and allowing people to approach them, or laying slumped for an extended period of time. That is pretty weird. I guess raccoons, I've seen a raccoon in real life. Those things are huge. I went to take out the trash one time and it was inside the trash bin. It just popped up out of nowhere. I actually ran one over by accident once too. I heard my car I heard it. Like I felt it. I was like, oof, that was pretty big. Alright, so 2 of them were taken to the U of M veterinary clinic, University of Minnesota veterinary clinic. One animal tested positive for distemper, I don't know what that means, and salmonellosis, don't know what that is either. I'm about to Google it. The test results for the second raccoon were uncertain, but the raccoon may have died from salmonellosis. I don't know how to say these words. But let's Google this first one, distempered. Alright, if you know what it says in the comments, let me know. Maybe we can get Google to say it for us. AKA canine distemper. It's caused by a virus. It can infect dogs, raccoons, skunks, foxes, large cats such as lions and tigers. The virus infects the lungs, airways, nose, and eyes. It can also infect the brain and suppress the immune system. Distemper can cause serious illness and death in these animals. Okay, it's a viral disease. Okay. What else? Oh yeah, what are the signs? Watery to pus-like discharge from the eyes. Well, it can affect dogs, so some people have dogs. I know you see this nasty picture, so watch out for your dogs. Okay, so watery to pus-like discharge from the eyes. Then it develops fever, nasal discharge, coughing, reduced appetite, vomiting, and I don't know what this word right here says. Let's see if a dog can survive. Dogs can survive distemper, but they may develop lifelong debilitating nervous system. Hey, get that out of here. Nervous system issues. Adult dogs are more likely to survive infections than puppies. Can cause chronic seizures and muscle sickness. Okay, so your dog can be fine. Okay. I don't have a dog, but I know a lot of people have dogs. A lot of people care for dogs. Oh, there's a vaccine. Okay, so just get your dog vaccinated and you'll be fine. It's unlikely to develop the disease if they come into contact with the virus. If your dog's vaccinated, I'm not about to go that far into it because I don't care that much, but we found out there's a vaccine, so if you're worried, get your dog vaxxed. Get your dog them shots that he needs. Salmonellosis, I don't know. But salmonellosis is sorry saying that 5 times fast. Salmonellosis is an infection with a bacteria called Salmonella. Salmonella lives in the intestinal tracts of animals, including birds. Salmonella are usually transmitted to humans by eating foods contaminated with animal feces, animal poop. Every year, approximately 40,000 cases of salmonella are reported to the United States. Okay, so they're saying that the raccoons could have salmonella. As a general rule, authorities said people should stay away from raccoons or any other wildlife they may encounter. But if Burnsville residents see a raccoon that does not show fear of people or other animals or displays other animal behavior, they should call the city's animal control staff. Okay? So apparently raccoons are supposed to run away from you, which makes sense because the one I saw ran away from me. I'm not too familiar with the raccoons personally. Thoughts on this? Well, I don't go near wild animals to begin with, so I'm okay with staying away. You got fish. The fish here, they ain't supposed to be here. Raccoons getting sick. What was the first one? Oh yeah, if someone killed some dogs, maybe the salmonellosis got the dogs, and they just didn't know what to do with them, so I just dumped them on the road like a madman. I would just bury them in my backyard, personally. If I was going through that much trouble getting rid of some dogs, I would just bury them in my own yard. I wouldn't dump them on the side of the road. It seems a little inhumane. I know they're dogs, but come on, man. Maybe the salmonellosis. I don't even know. Salmonella, whatever. I think it is salmonellosis. Yeah, I'll keep saying that. Maybe that got the dogs. It got the raccoons. Maybe to go for the crayfish next. I actually seen crayfish. One of my teachers brought them in elementary school. I don't know why they thought it would be fun for us to play with bugs. They brought in crawfish, roaches. Like, ugh, bro. Like, I don't want to play with no roach, man. Come on now, that's disgusting. You know, Madagascar hissing bugs? Yeah, man. Like, that's so gross. Nobody want to look at that. Talking about, oh my goodness. And then they always want to do it again. They did it in high school too, man. Talking about, you gotta build the eco bottle. The ecosystem in the bottle. You know what I'm saying? And then the teacher came in, told me, I don't know why she told me. She ain't telling me personally. She told the group, one of us got to put the bugs, the roaches that she collected, into the bottle. I'm like, I'm not touching no dang roach. Get out of here, bro. I should have skipped school that day, honestly. But yeah, man, just summing all up. Oh wait, I just did. But I'll sum it up again just in case. We got crawfish and lakes ain't supposed to be here. They from the Rocky Mountains. We got raccoons getting sick, and we got people dumping deceased dogs on the side of the road. I know if you're an animal lover, this might be a little hard for you to hear, but that's the animal news. It's much worse in the animal kingdom. You know, animals just get eaten just like that, and just left there, much like the person who dumped them on the edge of the road. But I know it's much worse out there in the wild. It's pretty tame. Yeah, man, that's all I got for story time. Real true crime. That's what it's called. True crime story time. That's what I'm gonna name this now. So yeah, man. Holla back. I'm out here. Alright, just kidding. I have one more story. I was looking through my stories again, and I found this one. This one's really, really gross. This one's kind of really weird. You might not like this one. I just thought this was weird, man. Hold on, my computer's loading. I got a lot of things open right now, so just give it a second. But I'll read you the headline. I'll read what it says. It says, box of giraffe poop. Oh, sorry, I should have gave you a warning first. But, box of giraffe poop seized at MSP airport. Now, I don't know what weirdo would even think about touching poo, let alone giraffe poo, let alone where did you get the giraffe poo? This is just bonkers to me. I don't know what's going on. People are weird, man. I hope they're not from Minnesota. I hope they're just visiting. And if you're a weirdo like this, don't ever come to Minnesota. If you even know let me get this poop off the screen. But if you even know what giraffe poop looks like, see, I didn't know it was solid. I don't know what giraffe poo looks like. I'm thinking, if I had to guess, I would think it's like bird poo. I think it'll be liquidy, white, Nah, man, look, just like, not even like human poo. It looks like rocks. Like, if I didn't tell you this was poo, look at that. If I didn't say this was poop, you'd be like, oh, what kind of rocks are those? Maybe that's who it was. Maybe some geologist. Nah, I ain't gonna say no geologist. I'm gonna say a person who got interest in geology. Like, oh, look at this rock. Let me pick it up and see what. Oh, this is not rocks. And they picked them all up. Went back to Minnesota. Came to Minnesota. To show the family, hey, look at these cool rocks I found. And apparently, it's not rocks. It's poop. It's giraffe poop. Cause ain't no giraffes in Minnesota. Ain't no way you telling me you found a giraffe in Minnesota, unless you coming from the Minnesota Zoo. And in that case, you a super weirdo. Cause I don't know what you're doing around the zoo animals in the zoo. Especially if you don't work in the zoo. And if you do work at the zoo, you taking poo? Yeah, you're a weirdo to me, man. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about that. That's just plain weird. I don't know what you're gonna do with that. But let's see what we got. Let's see what CBS says. It says giraffe poop seized at Minnesota airport from woman planning to make. Oh my goodness, she's making a necklace. Oh no. Okay, so she is a weirdo. This was written by I don't know how to say his name. Aliza Chasen on October 5th, 2023. Again, last month. This one is about a complete 100% undeniable weirdo. It's not like my story when I thought it was just, I was giving it the benefit of the doubt. Maybe there's just some cool looking rocks. I collected cool looking rocks before. I'm sure you have too. But I ain't never ever thought about making a necklace out of poo, let alone giraffe poo. Let me start reading this article. Maybe you can laugh some more, cause I know I'm laughing. Customers, agent, you know what? I'm gonna drink to that real quick. I don't know why. I got a little bit left in the cup, just cause it made me laugh. I'm gonna drink. Customs agents seized and destroyed. They destroyed it. I don't know if they lit it on fire. I don't know if you want to do that. But they did destroy a box of giraffe poop at a Minnesota airport after a woman brought the feces to the U.S. from Kenya. Okay, perfect. She's not from Minnesota. She's not from the States. It's just some weirdo. It's just some random weirdo from overseas. I know this may sound a little harsh. I know this may sound a little, whatever. But you need to stay overseas if you make necklaces out of poop. Okay, we do a lot of weird things here in America, but poop necklaces is not one of them. Okay, let's keep reading. The Iowa woman. Whoa! Wait. She's from Iowa? I thought she was from Kenya. Oh my goodness, let me keep reading real quick. The Iowa woman was selected for inspection on September 29th by agricultural specialists from the customs agency, and she was told she was in possession of giraffe feces. She planned to use the giraffe feces to make a necklace. It says giraffe increments. I don't know what that says. I'm just going to keep saying feces. She planned to use the giraffe feces to make a necklace, according to U.S. Customs and Border Protection. The woman told officials at the Minneapolis St. Paul International Airport that she used moose droppings to make necklaces in the past. Oh my goodness, she has moose poo too? Why are you making necklaces out of poo? What purpose is that for? Walking around smelling like poo, it don't even look nice. Look at it. What? How? Giraffe poo was destroyed via stream sterilization in accordance with the United States Department of Agriculture destruction protocol. Okay, so that's how they destroyed it. They didn't light it on fire. Alright, my stupid self would have got the flamethrower, lit it on fire, would have been a whole mess, but we would have been smelling that for hours. Messing around with me. Good thing we got the professionals over here. This is a real danger with bringing fecal matter into the United States. CBP Chicago Field Director LaFonda D. Certain, oh my goodness, bro, these long names, said in a statement, if this person had entered the United States and had not declared these items, there is a high probability a person would have contracted a disease from this jewelry and developed serious health issues. I'm surprised Shane gets serious health issues. The agency said Kenya is currently affected. I think so, yeah, affected with African swine fever classical swine fever, Newcastle disease, foot and mouth disease, and swine visceral disease? Vesticular? No, not vesticular. Whatever this one right here says. People are permitted to bring feces from animals into the United States if they obey a veterinarian service permit. The woman who was carrying the giraffe feces won't face sanctions because she declared the feces and surrendered it to the custom officials, according to Minnesota Public Radio. Okay, Public Radio. I don't know how they got. I don't know how they got the story first. She could face a penalty of $300 to $1,000 if she tried to sneak the increments past agents at the airport. Honestly, I would charge her at least $300 for just bringing them over. Period. Unless you part of a science crew or something, there's no reason. I know you need a permit, but I will make sure you have to be a very specific class of occupation to bring over poop. Because what do you need poop for? Seriously. It's not like you a farmer, because you can use cow manure to fertilize the soil. I mean, we got cows in Minnesota. We got cows in America. You don't need to go to Kenya to get a cow. But she wanted okay. That's the end of it. Let me go back up so I can make some sense of this. Okay, so apparently I believe it was an Iowa woman. I'm not from Iowa. I don't mess with no Iowans. I've never been to Iowa. I have no plans to go to Iowa. Don't know what's in Iowa. Maybe some potatoes. But if they got people making necklace poo, you can keep your potatoes. I don't know what y'all doing down there. But yeah, I definitely would have charged her at least $300. No matter of fact, nah, you paying the $4,000. Cause, well, actually, I'll give you like $600. Cause you making necklaces out of it. I don't know what you have to do to get me to find you $1,000 for messing with poop. She said she had moose poop. I know I skipped over that. Where is that at? I know I skipped over it. But she also had moose poo. Where is it? Hold on, let me find it. Oh yes, she had used moose droppings to make a necklace in the past. This Iowan woman. Let me tell you something about Iowa. If you're from Iowa, don't talk to the woman. All right, get you a different Midwestern state woman. Don't mess with these Iowan women, because they will make you a necklace out of poop. You'll show up to your anniversary like, hey, darling, I got you this diamond necklace or something, right? And you tell her you were eyeballing this necklace or whatever, this PS5 controller, or Spider-Man 2 DLC. I know it's not out yet, but let's just say hypothetically, you've been eyeing the Spider-Man 2 DLC. It's your anniversary. You get her, this diamond necklace, and she gives you a giraffe poop necklace. Like, what? It's either giraffe poop or moose poop. Either way, we're done. Okay, I cannot accept that gift. I cannot mess with someone who thinks that is appropriate. She basically laughed in my face and threw poop in my face like a monkey. I ain't no monkey. She ain't no monkey. She a human. This is unacceptable. Why couldn't she just be a normal woman? Like, make it out of rocks or something. I'll accept that. It ain't Spider-Man 2 DLC, but at least it's like actual feces from a giraffe's behind, or a moose's behind. At least it's something I can actually value. Alright, so sum this one up. I know I said the last 3 was the 3, but now we got 4. Let me just check my news sources again to see if there's another animal related one. If I didn't want to put this animal one in some normal human one, it'd be a little out of place. Okay, yeah. So this is the last one, for real this time. And I'm not gonna summarize this one. This one's been 10 minutes by itself already. But I do have a preview for these next couple true crime Story times. We got someone shot. We got a driver who was hit, woman killed on Lake Street. We got, teen sentenced to 25.5 years for an attack on St. Paul dad from a shooting. I'm not gonna say his name. You'll find that out next time. We got 10-year-old boy steals construction equipment, wreaks havoc on neighborhood. Oh dang, bro. He crashed the equipment to somebody's house. Oof. And then we got a DoorDash driver follows GPS into a swamp to deliver Dunkin' Donuts order. That's bonkers. I don't do DoorDash, but I have done Uber Eats. And I'm telling you right now, if Uber Eats told me to drive into a cliff, you know, there's one time I was doing Uber Eats, and you know that section in Anoka where they're building that new highway or whatever. It was before. I think they finished now, but it was before. It was dark. It was raining. I could barely see anything. Okay, my headlights are not the best. They work, but they're not the best. Okay, and I kid you not, my GPS told me to turn left to take the exit, but there was nothing there. I would have drove off a cliff, right? Because you can only go straight because they're building a new section, right? So if I would have took that exit, I would have drove off a cliff and I would have crashed, following Uber Eats. So that's not out of the ordinary for me. I mean, that's extremely rare. That's like an exotic in Destiny 2. That's an extremely rare occurrence. But it has happened to me before. So I'm not going to blame him. I will blame the Uber Eats driver for actually driving to the swamp. There's no way you actually thought to go off-road with no streets, no back roads, no dirt roads, and you thought that was a good idea. Maybe you deserve to crash your car. And then this is the last one we got. This one's pretty bonkers. If you don't like gingers, if you have an agenda against gingers, here's something to aid your agenda, your propaganda. Okay, I personally like gingers. I think they're kind of cute. Obviously the females only, not the dudes. The females only. But I got 2 charged with attempted first-degree murder and stabbing at New Hope Park. Okay. Again, I'm not going to say their names. You have to find that out next time. And only one of them is a ginger. And the other one is some man. I'm not going to say which man. You have to find that out next time. But those are the previews. I actually gave you a lot of previews. And I didn't even list all of the ones that I had. But those are the previews. To sum it up. Iowa, stay away from anyone from Iowa. Stay away from the women. Stay away from the men. Because I know the men mess with the women. And if you messing with a woman who makes poop necklaces from giraffe poo, moose poo, dog poo, cat poo, any type of poo, human poo, better not be. Okay, you're just as weird as she is. And honestly, you need to get out of the Midwest. As a Midwesterner, I'm sure I can speak for every single Midwesterner when I say this. Take that somewhere else. Take that to the New England colonies. Take that down south. Take that to the mountainous ranges. Take that to the West Coast. Okay? Get that out of the Midwest. We do not mess with poop anything, bro. We don't mess with poop necklaces. We don't mess with poop flavoring. We don't mess with none of that. Okay? We don't even like it when you take pictures of your own poop and post it to Snapchat. Okay, we don't even mess with that. That's how you get blocked. Anyway, that's all I got. This has been 21st Century Mind, not making poo out of necklaces. And signing off. For real this time.